covering the High Plains with news, weather, and information. From TV 23 Studios in Sublette, this is High Plains Today.
Hi, everybody. Hey, it is Tuesday, April 3rd, 2018. That's a windy April 3rd, too. Welcome to High Plains Today here on TV 23. On today's show, Callie Dyer. She is the executive director of LiveWell Finney County. And we're going to, you know what LiveWell does? We're going to find out today. In the meantime, let's see what's happening. A former Kansas law enforcement officer is facing federal charges for having a stolen machine gun and then lying to a federal investigator about it. 59-year-old Robert Doty, who worked for the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office, was indicted by a grand jury on 3 counts: possession of a stolen firearm, illegal possession of a machine gun, and making a false statement during a federal investigation. Now, a 4-page indictment listing the charges was filed last week in U.S. District Court. Doty told a special agent with the Department of Justice's Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives earlier this month that he took the machine gun in June of 2016, nearly 2 years ago, to clean it. But he told the special agent he returned it after about 2.5 weeks by placing it on a couch near then Hamilton County Sheriff's Office Richard Garza. Now, he also told the special agent that he never saw it after that. The indictment alleges Doty left the gun at a friend's home. By the way, that's where it was recovered there on March 2nd. A review hearing has again been continued for a liberal woman concerning charges relating to the death of her husband in Texas. 42-year-old Nancy Moreno of Liberal was scheduled for a review hearing last week in Seward County District Court. The hearing has now been continued to April 16th. Now, this is the second continuance of the hearing. Moreno had been scheduled for that hearing on March 1st, before it was continued last week. Moreno was taken into custody without incident on November 22nd of last year after investigators had obtained an arrest warrant for first-degree murder and conspiracy to commit first-degree murder of her 39-year-old husband, Luis Moreno. All right, here we go again. There are reports of phone scammers targeting consumers in the service area covered by Southern Pioneer Electric and Pioneer Electric. Now, they're demanding payment or they threaten to disconnect service. The two companies say they will never accept payment over the phone or demand a specific form of payment. If you receive a suspicious call claiming to be Southern Pioneer or Pioneer Electric, just hang up, call their office number to verify your account status. Again, Southern Pioneer Electric and Pioneer Electric will never demand payment or threaten disconnection. The Shawnee tribe, they signed a deed placing 107 acres in the Oklahoma Panhandle officially in trust, clearing the way for the building of the Golden Mesa Casino. Now, in doing so, the tribe and its partners, Global Gaming Solutions, took a major step closer to the start of construction on the 42,000 square foot casino entertainment center on 107 acres southwest of Guyman. The entertainment center, named the Golden Mesa Casino to honor the natural beauty of the region, will be the first of its kind built in the Oklahoma Panhandle. Been to Sam's Club lately? Well, they have recalled canned chicken sold under the Members Mark brand due to safety concerns. Tony Downs Food Company urges customers who've ever purchased cans of chicken breast to throw them away immediately. There are concerns that some of the cans may have pieces of hard plastic inside. Now, the recall affects more than 96,000 pounds of the canned chicken and affects the following 12.5-ounce cans in a case containing 6 cans of Members Mark Premium Natural Chunk Chicken Breast in water. That's a lot code of 17333, and the case code is 9816, and the use by date of November 29th of 2020. Also 50-ounce cans in a case containing 6 cans of Members Mark Food Service Premium Natural Chunk Chicken Breast in water. That lot code is 17332, and the case code is 9817, and the use by date of November 28th of 2019. House members dismissed a $500 million school funding plan yesterday after haggling over it for 2 hours, sending lawmakers into a night deal, making into a night of deal-making as they look for a solution that satisfies a court mandate without creating budget upheaval. Lurking in the background of the school finance debate is the prospect of a constitutional amendment that would give the legislature unilateral authority over public school funding. Attorney General Derek Schmidt offered support for placing the amendment on a ballot while reminding lawmakers they still need to comply with an April 30 deadline to present a plan with adequate funding to the Kansas Supreme Court. Now, after debating possible changes to the first school finance plan to be introduced this session, the House is prepared to revisit the topic today, probably with another flurry of amendments aimed at winning broader support. Kansas tax collections in March exceeded expectations by $39 million, improving the fiscal year outlook as lawmakers brace for a court-mandated hike in the public school funding. Now, with 3 months remaining in the current budget cycle, total revenue is $314.8 million above the estimate. General fund receipts released yesterday by the Kansas Department of Revenue show $243.8 million in total income taxes were collected in March, which is $57 million more than expected and $77 million more than March of last year. And if you are planning on flying out of the Garden City Regional Airport, guess what? Flight schedules have changed to and from Dallas-Fort Worth. Now, and those changes take effect today. Departures will be at 6:10 a.m. and 6:08 p.m., with arrivals at 5:42 p.m. and 10:21 p.m. This schedule is in effect through May 3rd. All right, guess what? It's going to be windy out there today. It's going to cool off, going to warm up, going to cool off. Not too much precipitation in the forecast. Be back with that after this.
You're watching High Plains Today on TV 23 with host Chris Jewell. TV 23's internet service and 4G live streaming provided by United Wireless. Coverage you deserve. Service you expect. United Wireless.
Take your internet by the reins. Pioneer Communications offers blazing fast speeds up to 50 meg. Make slow internet a thing of the past and sign up for faster internet today. Pioneer Communications, your community connected.
Hi, I'm Nick Baumgartner, owner of Midwest Barter Exchange.
So what is barter anyway?
Midwest Barter helps you trade what you have for what you really need. You can use Midwest Barter dollars to purchase hundreds of products for your business or personal use without the use of cash.
You can even trade for TV advertising right here on KDGL TV 23.
Find out more on our website or call 785-383-4965.
Are you a Kansas college student considering a career in broadcasting? Well, listen up. If in the fall you'll be entering your junior or senior year at a Kansas four-year college or your sophomore year at a Kansas two-year college and are enrolled in a broadcast program, you may qualify for a scholarship from the Kansas Association of Broadcasters. Application deadlines May 1st. For details, go to kab.net and click on Student Services. Sponsored by the member stations of the Kansas Association of Broadcasters.
When you have credit card debt, the debt suckers, high rate and high pay, never leave you alone.
Debt is really sucking the life out of them. He's picking up the phone.
Oh, no, not Consolidated Credit.
With one call, they can lower their credit card rates.
And consolidate their bills into one low payment.
They'll pay off their debt in no time.
Call Consolidated Credit now.
Because debt sucks.
Call 1-800-380-8565. That's 800-380-8565. Call now.
Now, the local weather forecast for the High Plains.
Not a whole lot of sunshine out there as we look off to the west on the TV 23 Star Cam. Look real close out there, you can see there's a little dust blowing. That's going to be pretty much the story all day today. All right, as we get ready, I'm pushing my button. Brian, help me. There we go. Operator error on my part. All right. Looking at the readings here at the station, 42 degrees, relative humidity 30%. Winds are out of the north at 33, gusting up to 49. Earlier this morning, Garden City had a gust over 50 miles an hour. Barometric pressure is rising. Looking at the current temperatures around the region, this is another one of those, throw a blanket over them all. We range from 46 at Guyman, Perryton, and Elkhart, all the way down to 41 over in Pratt and Hayes. Everybody else in between. Looking at the current dew points now, it's going to be dry out there today, people, and with the 60-mile-an-hour gusting winds, wildfire danger is extremely high today. Looking at the current dew points, there's not a lot of humidity out there, so that makes everything pretty ripe for burning. Looking at the current wind speeds around the area, yeah, look at it. Garden City's reporting 40, 37 down in Perryton. It's just windy everywhere. And this cold front coming down from the north, and tonight, you may want to go ahead and bring, if you got any plants out on the porch or whatever already, you may want to bring them in for tonight. All right, highs and lows as recorded at the Garden City Regional Airport. Got to 84 yesterday, pretty close to the record back in 1996 of 89. 22 overnight, 13 back in 1975. Nothing new in the bucket for the month. All right, here's what we got in store. You wouldn't believe that it's going to be sunny, but blowing dust may hinder that sunshine a little bit. We're only going to get to 51. Look at winds could be gusting up into the 50s, if not higher. All right, tonight we're going to cool down again. 23, the overnight low. Winds are going to be out of the north-northeast at 23, shifting around to the east-southeast. Going to lay down a little bit. They're going to be in the teens. Then tomorrow, sunshine comes back. Not as bad on the wind side. 66 the high. Winds are going to be out of the south-southwest as that warming air starts coming back up. Winds are going to be, maybe gusting up into the 30s. Not as cold tomorrow night, 37 for the overnight low. Winds are going to lay down a little bit down to 15 miles an hour by the time the sun comes up. Then as we look at 7 day, you can see we're going to warm up again on Thursday, high of 72. There is a 40% chance of precipitation on Friday. You may see, if we do get any precipitation, you may see some snowflakes mixed in with that, because after all, the high is only going to be 38. Then we're going to warm up into Sunday and Monday. All right, that's a look at 7 day. Let's see where our good friend Jeff Hutton, National Weather Service, Dodge City, America. Tomorrow, he's off today. Tomorrow, he's going to be in Kinsley at the 4-H building. And then on Thursday, he'll be in Coldwater at the City Hall. Next Monday, the 9th, he'll be in Medicine Lodge at the Annex. And then on Wednesday, the 11th, in St. John at the Courthouse. Closing out next week on April 12th. That's a Thursday. He'll be in Elkhart at the Civic Center. All right, that's a look at the weather. Stick around. We'll be back with Callie right after this.
40 million. That's the number of free phones still available and the number of how many Americans can still get prescriptions free.
Free could be wonderful.
That's why I'm still working at 77 years old to pay off my prescriptions.
I needed to have a prescription filled, and I had to leave because I couldn't afford it.
Call now and see what's available for you. Free prescriptions. Over 10 million people get prescriptions free, and the program has expanded, so another 40 million can. Free dental. Over 15,000 dentists have provided over $330 million in free dental work. Free cell phones. 40 million free cell phones are still available with free minutes and more.
Free cell phone would change my life right now because it is something I cannot afford to get.
Medical supplies like back braces, knee braces, and diabetic supplies may be covered too. The free RX Plus hotline has saved callers over $12 million on their prescription costs. These free programs are now available to 40 million more people. Call now.
College is great, but before you enroll, which do you think is a better way to earn your degree? Live on campus in a dorm where you can't sleep, with a roommate you can't stand, attend lectures that you can't hear, with cafeteria food that you can't eat, or learn online at Independence University. On the porch with your puppy, in the kitchen with your kitten, on your bed with your bunny, your campus is wherever you want it to be. That's Independence University. And you'll also get a laptop and tablet to use in school, and you can keep them when you graduate.
1-800-274-8142. Are you getting the most out of your Medicare plan? Are you sure? Many people with Medicare are eligible for plans that include extra benefits in addition to those found in original Medicare. Benefits like dental, vision, and prescription drug coverage. Call now to see if you're eligible to enroll. The consultation is free with no obligation to enroll. In addition to hospital and medical coverage, at no extra cost, you could also get coverage for prescription drugs, dental, hearing, vision, and more. In many areas, plans with benefits are available with $0 copays for many services, $0 monthly premiums, or $0 deductibles. That's hospital, medical, prescription drug, dental coverage, and more included in one plan with premiums that may be as low as $0 a month. Call now to see if you're eligible to enroll. The consultation is free and there's no obligation to enroll.
Call 1-800-521-3583. That's 1-800-521-3583.
When you have credit card debt, the debt suckers, high rate and high pay, never leave you alone.
Debt is really sucking the life out of them. He's picking up the phone.
Oh, no, not consolidated credit.
With one call, they can lower their credit card rates.
And consolidate their bills into one low payment.
They'll pay off their debt in no time.
Call Consolidated Credit now.
Because debt sucks.
Call 1-800-380-8565. That's 800-380-8565. Call now.
Welcome back. I hope the tower cam doesn't make you seasick because it's doing a little of this. All right, I'm joined in studio today by Callie Dyer. She is the Executive Director, LiveWell Finney County.
Yes, sir.
LiveWell,
I am.
not LiveWell, LiveWell.
LiveWell Finney County.
All right, so what is LiveWell Finney County?
LiveWell Finney County is the Finney County Community Health Coalition. And a couple of years ago took on the tagline, LiveWell Finney County.
All right, so what is LiveWell? What do you do?
What do? We do many things.
Okay, all right. Tell me one thing.
One thing, tobacco.
Okay. All right, tell me another thing.
All right. We have a neighborhood learning center. And at our neighborhood learning center, we work on ESL. And we work on the ESL programs for individuals that are able to go on to ESL. Because when you are learning English, you have to have a basic English to be able to learn more English.
Okay, so you're helping immigrants.
Yes.
And it's just not Spanish speaking anymore.
That
right?
is correct. That is correct.
So you help them. Now, are these school-age people? Not school-age people. These are adults?
These
mainly,
are adults.
That you guys help?
Yes.
Okay. And that's in Garden City?
We are in Garden City, Finney County.
Okay. All right. And you said tobacco. What about tobacco?
What about tobacco?
Tell me about tobacco.
Many years ago, the coalition worked on the Clean Air Act, where you can't smoke in Finney County in restaurants. And you have to be 50 feet away from an entrance to smoke. Recently in Garden City, we passed that you have to be 21 to be able to purchase tobacco and tobacco products.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yes.
Yeah, that was kind of a big deal, wasn't it?
Yes, and we got high school students involved in it from Garden City High School. And so the students really pushed that effort. And now we are working in Holcomb to get it passed in Holcomb. It's not a popular thing for people, as you would think, because smoking is, people think it's a right, but as a non-smoker, it's also people that don't smoke, it's their right, but it's a health issue. That's when it comes down to. It is a health issue.
And that's where you guys come in.
That's where we come in.
All right. Now, but those are just two of the things. You guys work with a whole host of other entities, don't you?
Yes, we, with the Health Coalition, once a month, we have Health Coalition meetings, and we have over 60 members. And on an average, over 40 organizations come to the table every month. We meet and we have meetings. The meetings are held at the hospital, and St. Catherine Hospital. And those entities from nonprofit to business come to the table, and we talk about health-related issues. And that is more public health than health like being sick.
Okay, so public health. But now, 60 entities, over 60, all in Finney County, Garden City, Holcomb,
Yes.
et cetera, et cetera?
Yes.
And that's it?
That's it.
That's a lot of entities.
It is. And that many people can get along and do for the good of Finney County.
Do you ramrod this meeting, Callie? Is that why it goes so smoothly, probably?
No, I give it back to the people,
Okay. All
And
right.
when you ask people for help, it's amazing.
Okay, so, when you're talking public health, okay, with the smoking initiative and those types of things, what other things do you look at?
We look at violence prevention.
Oh.
And in violence prevention, that's not just domestic violence, but other things that go with domestic violence. Education towards domestic violence. We are partnering with the Family Crisis Center and doing a showcase out at Garden City Community College, what they were wearing when a violent attack happened, like a rape. It's not what they were wearing that made the rape happen. Have a turtleneck on and it occur.
People think that? That's what you're wearing?
Yeah.
Huh, okay. I didn't realize that. Okay, so you public health, but and like transportation issues and all that are involved in the coalition?
Right. The Health Coalition helped. Garden City hasn't always had public transportation.
Right.
And they were a good convener in getting that started when it happened. And I take for granted having a vehicle when I want to go somewhere. I just go get my vehicle. There are many of our residents that do not have that privilege.
And public transportation in Garden City and Finney County together is quite popular, isn't it? They have a lot of customers.
They do.
And they have a lot of people ride those buses, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
And one of the things that we started this year, as far as with the Health Coalition, we have health ambassadors. And our health ambassadors are a group of people that are coming in and learning about getting people, frontline business people, to have the options of learning the access to care in our community. When people come in and ask questions about things at the hospital, getting a doctor, even when you talk about health, being able to fill out a application for free and reduced lunches, so our health ambassadors. And one of our sessions was writing the public health transportation.
You guys all went and got on the buses and rode around town?
Yeah.
How was it?
It's interesting. Because you can't get from A to B in
true. You have
10 minutes. You have to plan.
It's like any transport. Yeah, you have to plan that.
Right.
Okay, I have to get on bus red to go to bus purple and then switch to blue or something, right?
Right. And then getting back to those same steps, it takes time.
Yeah, because Crystal Bazan is in charge of that. And
yes.
I mean, she's been here on the show, and they have a lot going on with their
They do have a lot.
And they run to Holcomb and everything else, too.
Yes, they do.
And they have a service that'll come to your door.
Yes.
So they got a lot going on for them, too.
They do.
All right. Okay, so let's get back to, now, you do work with parent training?
We do.
What? Okay, explain parent training to me.
Parent training. Well, I don't know if you know this, but children don't come with books.
Yeah, my two didn't.
It'd be a lot easier, right?
Yeah, it would. There was no manual.
That's right. And Russell Child Development Center is one of our many partners, and they have a triple P class. Triple P is for parenting, and we do those classes at our learning center and help parents parenting classes.
Okay, now so is this like new parents?
New parents and old, or seasoned.
Seasoned. I would be a seasoned parent.
Seasoned parents.
Even though they're both out of the house, married, done with college.
Right.
Sometimes they still seem to be on the payroll.
That doesn't matter, does it?
No, they're still on the payroll at times, are they not?
That's correct.
Yeah, that never goes away.
Yes,
Oh, well.
and you worry about them more.
Well, that's true. That's true. Okay, so you guys have a lot going on, and you have a coalition meeting once a month.
Yes, and we have a large KDH&E grant that we call 1422, and that is prediabetes, stroke, and obesity, access to fresh fruits and vegetables.
How's that work? In about the 45 seconds.
In a 45. Working on people not getting diabetes.
Oh, all right. So living health. So besides all this other stuff, you still concentrate on people living a healthy lifestyle.
Correct.
Unlike me. So, okay.
Yep. And accessing care and mental health and prevention.
You got a lot going on.
We do have a lot going on.
60 entities. I didn't realize that's a bunch.
It is a bunch.
That's a bunch. I'm glad you're ramrodding all that and not me. All right.
I don't know that it's ramrodding, but.
All right. Organizing and
thank you.
Keeping cohesiveness.
That's correct.
Is that better than ramrodding?
Yes, thank you.
Killing me today. All right, Callie, thanks for coming by today.
Well, it's my pleasure.
Yeah. Live well. You got questions? Give them a call. Callie and her folks will answer anything you want to know.
Correct.
Right?
That's
Basically?
right.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Thanks, Callie.
Thank you.
Stick around. I'll be back with some more right after this.
Selfless service is the principle that guides Army National Guard soldiers to be ready whenever disaster strikes. They have a stake in the well-being of the neighborhoods where they live and work. They train part-time to be ready to serve at all times. Selfless service. It's what inspires the men and women of the Army National Guard to be part of something greater than themselves. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more.
40 million. That's the number of free phones still available and the number of how many Americans can still get prescriptions free.
Free could be wonderful. That's why I'm still working at 77 years old to pay off my prescriptions.
I needed to have a prescription filled and I had to leave because I couldn't afford it.
Call now and see what's available for you. Free prescriptions. Over 10 million people get prescriptions free, and the program has expanded, so another 40 million can. Free dental. Over 15,000 dentists have provided over $330 million in free dental work. Free cell phones. 40 million free cell phones are still available with free minutes and more.
Free cell phone would change my life right now because it is something I cannot afford to get.
Medical supplies like back braces, knee braces, and diabetic supplies may be covered too. The free RX Plus hotline has saved callers over $12 million on their prescription costs. These free programs are now available to 40 million more people. Call now.
College is great, but before you enroll, which do you think is a better way to earn your degree? Live on campus in a dorm where you can't sleep, with a roommate you can't stand, attend lectures that you can't hear, with cafeteria food that you can't eat, or learn online at Independence University. On the porch with your puppy, in the kitchen with your kitten, on your bed with your bunny, your campus is wherever you want it to be. That's Independence University. And you'll also get a laptop and tablet to use in school, and you can keep them when you graduate.
1-800-274-8142.
Don DiVincenzo had the game of his life. He scored 13 of his season-high 31 points during the second half. And Villanova, they rolled to its second national championship 3 years by topping Michigan 79-62 at the Alamo Dome last night. College basketball season over. Wait till next year. All right, taking a last look at the weather before we get out of here. 43 degrees, warmed up 1 degree. Relative humidity, though, has gone down. It's 28%. Remember, high fire danger today. Winds are going to gust up into the 50s, could be in 60s in some spots. Barometric pressure is on the rise. All right, we're going to have some sunshine rolling in the rest of the week. 40% chance of precipitation, maybe on Friday. Okay, go out and have a good day. See you next time.
Up to date with the latest information from TV23 on our Facebook page, KDGL TV.
Hi, I'm Nick Baumgartner, owner of Midwest Barter Exchange.
So what is barter anyway? When we were kids, things were much simpler. Trading one thing for another was something we did at school on a daily basis. As a kid, you didn't have the cash resources to get things you wanted, but you still managed through barter. In today's economy, not every business has the cash required to grow effectively. Prospecting is difficult and time-consuming, leading you to believe things like, I don't have cash to entertain my clients and prospects. There is no money for marketing and advertising, or fixing my work truck, for a new website, social media, printing cards and brochures, mass mailers, accounting, taxes, bookkeeping, consultants, PC repair, dental, radio, TV, legal, alarm system, catering, mechanical, parking, office equipment repair, electricians, networking, medical bills, website, graphic designers, PCs, iPhones, Macs, headshot, plumbing, mechanics, signage, sales training, landscaping, surveillance cameras, leaking roof, and the list goes on. Realizing that running a business can be expensive, many owners and managers have tried to exchange their goods and services for something that they need. Sometimes it works out well. But focusing on trying to make a direct trade is not the best use of your time. Barter exchange takes that struggle away and allows your business to utilize trade in the form of a one-to-many scenario, as opposed to trading directly with another business. We act as a brokerage and marketing firm for companies to grow their business. We can help match businesses to each other with the best fit possible, even if it doesn't mean trading directly with each other. Okay, but how do we keep track of our trade dollars? You can also consider us like a bank, but instead of using cash currency, we utilize barter exchange dollars.
At Midwest Barter, better barter means better business for all of us. You can use Midwest barter dollars to purchase hundreds of products for your business or personal use without the use of cash.
You can even trade for TV advertising right here on KDGL TV 23.
Portions of TV23's internet provided by SWKO Wireless Internet.